I am not teaching, I am publicly learning. But hi and welcome to Learning for the Life in UK test part 424. While you're doing media plane training, and if you participate in the media plane training, that's at your own risk. So we're through the whole book, but we want to go through it completely again, faster, just over in the coming parts, but we're not going to do anything new. So if you were just here for the new parts, you have to go to the 423 previous parts. Now, but before we do that, we're going to go to sports people and to film people, because there was quite something written and we haven't really learned it. Now, the first thing, there are major stadiums in the UK, Wembley Stadium and the Principality Stadium. First in London, the second one in Cardiff. So, Wembley Stadium in London and the Principality Stadium in Cardiff. Maybe am I going to ask, what are major stadiums? Principality Stadium in Cardiff, in Wales. There's also the Senate with 60 members, formed in 1999, and the other one is the Wembley Stadium in London. Many famous sports, including cricket, football, lawn tennis, golf, and rugby, began in Britain. Maybe we're going to ask that. So we know that cricket, football, lawn tennis, golf, and rugby had their origin or began in Britain. Maybe we're going to ask, when did Britain hosted the Olympic Games? That was in 48 and 12 and also 8. So in 1908, 1948 and in 2012. 1908, 1948, 2012. And the World Cup was hosted in 1996, the Football World Cup. And then we are here for back. The Paralympic Games for 2012 were also hosted in London. The Paralympics have their origin in the work of Dr. Sir Ludwig Guttmann, a German refugee, at the Stoke Mandeville Hospital in Buckinghamshire. Dr. Guttmann developed new methods of treatment for people with spinal injuries and encouraged patients to take part in exercise and sport. So, Dr. Sir Ludwig Guttmann, he worked at Stoke Mandeville Hospital in Buckinghamshire, and he had new methods for treatment for people with spinal injuries. And not in that work, but in some work of Dr. Sir Ludwig Guttmann is the origin to the Paralympics traceable. We know where this is up here. Okay, the other people. Sir Roger Bannister, running Formula 1954. Sir Jackie Stewart won Formula 1 3 times. Bobby Brown captained the English football team to the World Cup win in 1966. Baron Ian Boffin captained the English cricket team, battling and bowling many records that he didn't bet. Jane Torval, Christopher Dean, gold medals for ice dancing, Olympic Games in 84. And they won 4 consecutive World Championships. So Jane Torval and Christopher Dean won in 1984 gold medals for ice dancing or figure dancing, and they also won 4 times consecutive World Championships. Probably also in ice dancing. Sir Steve Redcliffe won gold medals in rowing in 5 consecutive Olympic Games. Maybe we're going to ask, who won in 5 consecutive Olympic Games in rowing? Sir Steve Redcliffe. 5 consecutive. Baroness Tanny Gray Thompson, it were 16 Paralympic medals, 11 times gold. And she broke a total of 30 records. And London Marathon 6 times. The last one here written is about Eddie Simmons, 2016, last thing here. And also the other people, 2016. Sir Mofara, 2016, Andy Murray, 2016. Bradley Wiggins, 2016. 9 years. And we should learn the medals. As if not something would have changed here in 9 years. Not only that there are people missing, who had to be here, but also that if we learn now, I don't know, Eddie Simmons, so far, so Bradley Wiggins, maybe there's another medal somewhere. Okay, Baroness Tanny Gray Thompson, 16 Paralympic medals, 11 gold of them, 6 times London Marathon, 30 progress broken. Dame Kelly Holmes, running, 2 golds, 2004. And she has held a number of British and European records. Dame Ellen MacArthur, Around the world, fastest person sailing, 2004, single-handed. Circus hoist cycling, 6 gold, 1 silver. Who should remember that? 6 gold, 1 silver. 11 World Championship titles. David Weir, 6 gold in 2 Paralympic Games. London Marathon, 6 times 1. Asterisk, oversimplification. Or something wrong. Or outdated. Sir Bradley Wiggins, cycling. 2012 Tour de France won, first Britain. Who did it? Gold medal, gold in 2004, 8, 12 and 16. Summer Farr, gold, 12 and 16, running 5 and 10,000 meters. First Briton to win the Olympic gold medal in the 10,000 meters. Maybe we're going to start asking who's the first Briton to win the gold medal in 10,000 meters online. Summer Farr. Dame Jessica Ines Hill in heptathlon, 2012 gold and 16 silver. She also holds a number of British athletics records. I think I made that comment when we had that, but someone winning gold in the Olympic Games. As if it would not have somewhere also a record for Britain. It is possible to have just an Olympic record without having a national record, but it's unlikely. So Andy Murray, US Open 12 and medals, including gold. Gold and silver, 2012. And it was the first time since 1936. Maybe we're going to ask, who's the first time since 1936 who won a Grand Slam tournament? Sir Andy Murray, US Open 2012. And he additionally won the Women's Championships in 2013 and 16. And then he won also gold in 2016. So gold and silver in 2012 and 16 gold. And then Ellie Simmons, gold, 8, 12 and 16 Paralympics in swimming. And the youngest of the team members of the British team, 2008 Olympic Games. We're going to do the films and the movies in the next part of the beginning. That was it, that part. We will do now the medical plane training, and if you participate in the medical plane training, that is at your own risk. You can go on if you're here just for film people to the next part. We're warming up, we're doing again the greeting mushroom. So leg up, and we bring toes up and down, up and down, up and down. And we bring the toes up and down, up and down. And now the trunk igniter. We are breathing in. And out. In. And out. Back in. Out. And in. And out. And we will cross the legs. And out. And to the first exercise. We are bringing one leg up, right angle of the leg, flex foot, even line hips. So totally too high on one side, even line hips. Tall off of the back, and press from the top against the knee and have a little bend in the elbow. You can do this quite easily. This is already an exercise to stand like it. But you can also put a lot of pressure or something in between onto it. Even aligned hips, tall off the back, a little bend in the elbow. And to be opposite. Leg up, right angle of the leg, flex foot, even line hips, tall off the back, and we're pressing from the top. A little longer. And the next exercise, again, leg up, same way, and we're pressing now from the inside against the leg. Right angle of the leg, flexed foot, even line dips, tall up the back, and keep pressing. A little longer. Even line hips, tall up of the back, a little bend in the elbow. And the other leg. And we're pressing again. Even line hips, tall up the back, and have a little bend in the elbow. little longer. And now, the next exercise, one leg up. Right angle with the leg, flex foot, united hips, start back. And now the knee presses up and to the side. Up to the side. Even aligned hips, tall of the back, and then he presses up to the side, up to the side. And with the other leg up, right angle of the leg, flex foot, heel line hips, tall of the back, and then he presses up to the side. A few more. And the last exercise, the heavy swing down. One leg up, right angle of the leg, flex foot, even line hips, tall up the back, and we're pressing from the outside against the knee. And now we're opening slowly the leg. And now we're closing it again slowly. And let's say you do it. Let's do it for 4 times. And we're already halfway. And the last time. And closing slowly. And over the other leg. Leg up, same setup, and we're pressing the hand on the outside. And we're opening slowly. And then we're closing again slowly. And we're opening again slowly. And we're closing again slowly. We are halfway. And again. And again, slowly closing. And the last one. And slowly closing. For closing exercise, we are breathing in. Out. Again in. Out. Again in. Out. Last round, breathe in. Out. Now breathe in and close the legs. And out. That was medial plane training. I thank you very much, and until next time.